Man, oh man. You know, one of these days, I will be happy with the Jets win. I know it's coming one day, but it's not today. A victory stream is the only thing I ever wanted. And it's just what I want to do, is go live and talk about a win, but the Jets make it impossible for me. They had a chance to beat up on a bad football team, and the Jets proved to be a worse football team last night against the Miami Dolphins. Wow. What a night it was last night. A whirlwind of emotions as a Jets fan. Just really puts things in perspective of how bad things really are here as a Jets fan. Not that it's shocking or anything, but, you know, right when you think that the Jets can go on primetime and maybe make a statement and just get a win, man. Even if they won last night, it's not like we're potentially going on a run or anything like that. But, man, it's just they find new ways to just want to pull your hair out of your head. Penalties. And I'm sorry, but I slept on this game, and I don't want to, no disrespect to the Dolphins, but the Jets just, beat themselves. The Jets play football and lose. They play losing football. It's like they hand games away on a silver platter. They even did that against Buffalo. The Bills didn't even need to play, an elite game to beat the Jets. The Jets just go out there against these teams and hand them the game. And the other teams feel like they don't even need to try. That's what it feels like. With the boneheaded penalties, the undisciplined stuff, the just fumbles, the turnovers, the lack of fire. Man. And I don't know. The defense has been putrid. So we're going to get into it. We're going to open up the call-in link, and we're going to talk all things Jets. And I appreciate everybody tuning into the show. Thanks to everybody that's been showing love to the channel, man. You know, I don't like doing these rant videos, and I don't like doing these videos where it's comes down to just making videos of ranting about my football team. I don't like it. But the Jets are giving me and Jets fans no other reason to be pissed off and disappointed and frustrated. All the emotions. All of the emotions, man. So you guys let me know your thoughts in the chat, how you're overall feeling right now, because the vibes amongst Jets fans is at an all-time low. The Jets are 0-4 for the first time since 2020, which was the Adam Gase era. And the last time the Jets were 0-4, they got their first win in Week 5 at home against Dallas, which, by the way, the Jets are facing off against Dallas this week. That's real. That's, of course, a real thing. So don't forget to hit that button. The least you guys can do is support the channel. All right? Let's do it, man. Why me, the Jets fan, in the chat? Morning, Rich. I hate primetime games. It's okay when I watch us suck, but it's different when the world is watching the trash we see on Sundays. Yeah, the whole world gets to watch the Jets, man. The whole world gets to watch the Jets go out there and stink it up. And there were some highlights, and I'm not going to be that guy, but the whole NFL world came together last night and said the referees screwed the Jets. Now, the Jets didn't lose just because of the refs, but the entire NFL world came together and, said the Jets got absolutely screwed over by the referees. So that's just the reality of it. I don't understand why the refs just have something against the Jets. It feels like the NFL knows that when the Jets being a bottom feeder, it's almost like the Jets being so bad feeds the NFL revenue or something because it's engagement farming. I don't know. Ridiculous. ABC didn't cover the game. It was only on ESPN, so that wasn't national. It's a national televised game. ESPN is a national Any primetime game, Monday night, Thursday night, Sunday night, the whole world watches, man. It's the reality of it. That's the reality of it. Any primetime football game is a nationally televised game, man. And the officiating, again, the Jets didn't lose because of the officiating. The Jets lost because of the Jets. But what is with the officials? The offensive pass interference, tic-tacky call on Garrett Wilson. You got a late hit on Jeremy Rucker to not called. You got a Dolphins player taking Joe Tippmann's helmet off of his head. And there's no penalties. Like, what do the Jets got to do? You got Justin Fields getting tackled 5 yards out of bounds. No penalty. Where is the accountability from the refs, man? It's like the Jets can't do anything for the refs to do something in your favor, man. Nothing. Just an absolute devastating loss because now, you know, you go into the rest of the season, the Jets are 0-4. You turn on Tankathon, and Jets fans are thinking now, ooh, hopefully we lose out and we lose to the Saints. Oh, my God. I can't take Jets fans like that, man. I'm just never going to relate to that. People that are looking ahead at the Saints game, I'm like, oh, hopefully we lose to the Saints because we're not winning another game. Like, what does the tank even mean? I'm going to be consistent. I don't care if people disagree with me. I've had people disagree with me my whole life. I've had people agree with me. I don't care. What does tanking for a first overall pick do? It guarantees you nothing, man. And the crazy thing about that game last night is you look at the numbers, and it's just so obvious why the Jets lost. 2 reasons. Turnovers and penalties. You don't win games when you have 13 penalties and 3 turnovers. You don't win games that way. It's impossible. Impossible. And for the people that are saying we need Tyrod Taylor out there, what is Tyrod doing differently? What does Tyrod do? I mean, that's just ridiculous. Give me a break with that. Tyrod will do better than that. As bad as the Jets were last night, Tyrod Taylor, what would he do last night that Justin Fields couldn't do? Justin Fields did not have a bad game. Justin Fields is not the reason why we lost last night. Let's not push that narrative. That does not mean Fields is the guy for the future and he doesn't deserve to be held accountable. I mean, he could have been better, no doubt about it. But let's just not pretend all of a sudden that Justin Fields is the reason why we lost last night. That's not the reason why we lost. The Jets went down the football field, marched on the opening drive, just for them to fumble it at the 1-yard line. Just for the opening kickoff on the second half to fumble the ball. I mean, you can't make it up. You can't make it up. The Jets... And by the way, Justin Fields, that 43-yard rushing touchdown, I mean, that was a dynamic highlight that unfortunately is wasted. Fields, you can argue, threw 2 passing touchdowns to Garrett Wilson. One of them should have been a touchdown, but Garrett got his other. But this comes back to the defense not making the stops when you need to. The defense. Sauce Gardner, where are you, bro? Are you like just non-existent? Is that what it's come down to now? That can't happen, man. The entire defense, bro. There's no positivity. We didn't have 1 sack. We can't get our hands on the ball. We can't force turnovers. We can't get stops in the red zone. I don't know, man. It's tough. It's a tough sled. But at the end of the day, we are the New York Jets, and I've grown used to this. Right? As a Jets fan, unfortunately, I can say that I'm used to this pain. It's become comfortable to feel this way. Disappointed, frustrated, incompetent. Doesn't make me like it anymore. But I'll tell you this, man. I'm tired. I am absolutely exhausted. This Jets team sucks the life out of you. And I'm like, Someone put a clown mask on me. I'm sitting here covering this football team for a living. No one's telling me to do this, by the way. It's my own doing. There's nobody above me disciplining me and saying, Richie, you have to do this, you have to do that. I am doing this on my own, for my own reasons of being a Jets fan. And to be a voice for the fan base that is suffering. And this is now turning into Jets therapy. That's what it is. This has become the Jets therapy sessions every morning after a game, every morning after a loss, it feels like, because the Jets don't know how to win. There's no winning tendencies. There's highlights, there's splashy plays, but there's no winning plays. There's no plays on defense that you say that's a winning play. There's no plays on offense where you think that's a winning play. It's conservative. It's playing to lose. And that's just, it drives Jets fans mad. That's the reality of it. So, folks, do me a solid favor. Simply hit the like button. That's all you guys got to do, man. Just please hit that like button on your way into the show. Cannot thank you enough for all the support, as always. Because this Jets football team has been as disappointing as you can imagine. So let's get into some callers. We got Flicks up first. What up, Flicks?
Yo, what's up, bro? You can hear me?
Yeah, what's up, man? I can hear you.
Richie. So, hey, we won a game, but we lost Tyreek, and we might have to carry on with this trash staff for another year.
Well, I don't
That's what
think
I'm
this
sad
one
about.
win is going to save the jobs of your coaches.
You would
One
see
win
how
against it.
you would see how easily Dolphin fans are motivated after beating 0-14, thinking they're like 4-0. There's like literally people already like. They're saying Tua's back, Tua's back. No, he's not. Tua really did not even do anything.
He really
Like,
didn't, man.
I'm not gonna lie. That was not a good game for offense. You guys just gave it to us. I'm not gonna lie.
I know, and that's what it feels like. And thanks for the call, Flicks. I'm not even kidding. I'm coming away from that game last night. Like, we just gave the Dolphins their first win. We handed it to them. The Dolphins did not earn anything. And that's not me, like, ripping on the Dolphins or anything. Like, it's not like Miami was like, wow, they just played a really good football game. The Jets just beat themselves every game. The only thing I'll give the Dolphins credit for is that fumble from Braylon Allen at the 1 yard line, which really lost the Jets the game. Like, that was a great play on defense from the Dolphins. I'll give them that. They punched the ball out. Braylon Allen didn't just fumble it and was lackluster with the ball. That ball got punched out. And they took advantage of it. And that's a 14-point swing. Instead of the Jets up 7-3 with the touchdown, they're down 10-0. And then the Jets get momentum by getting 3 points before the half, making it a 7-point game. You get the ball to start off the second half, and then they fumble again. Those mistakes can't happen. You can't have that. You can't expect to win football games that way. You can't. You can't expect this team to win when you turn the ball over 3 times and have 13 penalties. It's just a recipe for failure. Oh, gosh. All right. Let's get into more callers. We got Prestige Shogun up next. What's good, man?
Richie, it's another loser Monday, or in this case, it's a losing Tuesday. It's like I've been a fan for the Jets when I started watching football in 2014. The last time we made the postseason, it was the year before I started preschool, and I'm sitting here in my car at college campus. Like, I've gone an entire life of school without seeing one Jet playoff game. I've seen one winning season. As fans, we pride ourselves as this as this prideful fan base, which we are. We're very prideful. You do amazing work. I love your content. Been watching you for over what, 5 years, I think now.
Thank you, man.
Anyways, good stuff. Yeah, of course. We pride ourselves as this passionate fan base, which we are. But it's like every time we get our hopes up in this abusive relationship, we get we get our hearts broken, and we're almost becoming a parody of ourselves, like a meme. Like we celebrate and we're passionate. We love the Jets, but sometimes the things that you love don't love you back. And last night I'm watching the game with my dad, and he was saying to me, the Dolphins don't look great. Obviously, credit them. They won the game. That's the end of the day. At the end of the day, that's all that matters. But Richie, what did you see outside of the forced fumble and the win? What did you see from the Miami Dolphins that you take away from that game and be like, that team's got it. That team's gonna make a run. That team is gonna just blow everybody out. There was nothing to take away from the Dolphins. They didn't play great. Like we dominated the stat sheet, and it's just these fumbles, these flags. And by the way, the one that also pissed me off, Jeremy Ruckert on his belly, just defenseless, and just gets a whack to the head 2 seconds after the play is over. I didn't like that one. I didn't like any of the other no calls. The one on Garrett Wilson with the OPI, just ridiculous. It's a tough scenario to be in. I'm not calling for Aaron Glenn to be fired, but it's tough to root for a team that just can't figure out ways to win. I might go to the game against Dallas on Sunday. I might. So I just I'm expecting Dak to put up a lot of numbers. I just it's hard being a Jet fan. I gotta go on radio Friday morning because I made a bet, and I have to wear a Tua jersey and a clown mask and hold up a sign that says the Jets are a meme. That's the bet I
Oh
lost.
man, I'm sorry to hear that, brother. That's not a fun bet, but you gotta you gotta fulfill the bet. I appreciate the call, man. Appreciate the love that you show on the channel. Much love to you, and I agree with literally every little thing that you said there, man. I really do.
Yeah,
And
appreciate it,
we're
man.
prideful,
Appreciate
man.
it.
Much love to you. Enjoy the game Sunday for going. Hey, I mean, the last time the Jets are 0-4, they got their first win against the Cowboys at home. So keep that in mind. You never know. But nah, he said everything that I agree with. I mean, we're completely in lockstep. Shout out to Prestige Shogun, been a supporter of the channel for a long time now. Great to have him on the channel. Folks, don't forget to hit the like button. We got the call-in link is at the top of the chat. If you want to come on in and talk to me, feel free to come talk your trash. Let it out. This is a therapy session for Jets fans. This is your opportunity to let it out. Let it all out there. All right? So let's get into some more callers. We got D Risen up next. What's up, D?
Yo, Richie, man, what's going on, brother?
What's good, brother?
Shout out to Jack wherever you at, man. And it was good to see you, Jack, on that live stream too. It was good
Yeah,
to
man.
see
The
you.
halftime FaceTime.
Yeah, halftime FaceTime. He got you, like you said, you got to keep that up now. um,
Exactly.
but I know it's a very, very, very depressing Tuesday, man. But I'm just gonna point out everything that was wrong with the team, and I'm gonna just say that everybody that has been calling, everybody that's been in the chat yesterday. Well, I'm not gonna say everybody, but majority of the fans that were in the chat yesterday that are in the chat this morning, um, you guys are right. Nobody's wrong in this case. So I'm gonna point out some of the big things that we definitely need to change, or it needs to just change on its own, because some of it is not even our doing, but some of it is. So the one thing that is our doing are the tackles being missed, the fumbles, um,
Yep.
uh, being disciplined on plays, so we won't get some calls. I know all the calls, were basically, messed up, but we got to take accountability for the ones that we did do. Um, and on top of that, we have to stop playing off of momentum. It seems like every time we get a bad call or a bad play, everything goes downhill. And I don't like that. I need this team to have some grit. They need to have some grind. They need to keep, Tyrod was the only game that, we showed some grit, is when Tyrod in. I don't want to think that we have to rely on our second string quarterback. I don't want that because this team is too young for us to be doing that. Um,
Yeah, I mean,
Another thing,
I feel like Tyrod, he definitely showed some fight, but I feel like this team, man, no matter who's at quarterback, it's a collective. It's got to be deeper than the quarterback position as well.
right? No, absolutely, absolutely. Like I said in the beginning, everybody's right because we have so many flaws that we need to correct. Um, the penalties, we can't really do nothing about that, besides correct what we're really doing, all the mistakes that we're really making. That's the only thing that we need to correct. But as of the things that we have control over, we're sucking at everything. Now, the biggest thing I want to say, Richie, is that our defense sucks ass, yo. And I don't want to say that. I don't want to say that because I love my team, bro. Like I love my team. Like it makes me feel like I want to cry right now only because of one thing. I'm raising three boys. I'm raising three boys to root for a team that hasn't even made the playoffs. I'm raising three boys to root for a team that loses every Sunday and Monday. I'm raising three boys to be, to show them that never give up. Just because of a team that can't sit there and play the right ball. Um, even when the chips are down and the refs are against us, and these other teams they have more weapons. Like we can't show grit, we can't show grind, and that's the thing that
Yeah,
I'm more upset about.
I
You
agree,
know,
D. And I appreciate the call, my man. Much love to you, my brother, as always. And I cannot thank you enough for the call, letting it all out there. And the reality is this, man. Like, their defense does suck ass. You know what I mean? Like, and the saddest part about that is that usually the New York Jets, as bad as we've been for years and years and years, our defense is something that we can be prideful of, and it's not the case anymore. And another thing, man, people keep being like, oh, at least Robert Saleh had a defense. Newsflash, he did not have a defense in year one. He was bottom of the barrel defensively as a coach in Robert Saleh's first year. Let's not get it twisted. Saleh's defense was not great out of the gate. It took him year 2, 3 to get that defense up to the top of the league. Now, that does not mean that Aaron Glenn is going to have that same trajectory. I hope Aaron Glenn does not have the Robert Saleh trajectory. He needs to have a way better one than that. But I just have to say that because I've been seeing people tell me at least Saleh had a good defense. Took him a year to figure it out defensively as well. But, there's no excuse, man. And the frustrating part about this organization, this team right here, is that it feels like they just beat themselves up. And this is a lay the foundation season. When you have a new coaching staff that is inheriting a team that has not been to the postseason in 14 years, it's going to take time to figure it out, no matter who. It's going to take time. And time does not guarantee excellence. Time does not guarantee we will figure it out. But, I mean, this is going to be an interesting test for Aaron Glenn because he's out there preaching something in the offseason that we're not seeing translated to the football field. And the one thing I love about our fan base is that we are very smart. We know football. We know things. We're going to call it out when we see it. That's the thing I like about our fan base. We're not afraid to call things out, and we're passionate, man. That's what it comes down to. We love this football team. I love this football team. And some people always ask me, Richie, why do you care so much? I don't know. Maybe I should start questioning why I care so much. I don't know. What am I supposed to do? Give up? Is that what you guys rather me do? Just retire my YouTube channel? Sell my YouTube channel? Delete it? And just stop? And just not watch game? Like, I don't know. What do people want from me? It's either I get upset when we lose. People get, I don't know. This Jets team, man, is always, and I always believe this, is going to be built off of adversity, and this is the heart of adversity that they're in. They're facing off against a giant storm. And the wild thing is, man, the Jets move the football. You look at the box score, they put up yards. They score points. The Jets' offense was better than the Dolphins in every single statistical category, besides one, which is the most important. Turnovers. You know what I mean? Can't turn the ball over like that. The Jets are beating themselves. And that needs to change. And before winning ensues. Let's get into more callers. We got a Dolphins fan up next. What's up, man? Going once. You there? Fins 209. Going once. All right. You there?
Can you hear me?
Yeah, there you are. What's up, man?
Hey, don't go down to the refs, man. The refs and those 2 fumbles. You guys will clean it up. There- I didn't want to in the first place. I wanted Justin Herbert, but that shows how much I know. You guys just didn't get the calls. That was it. That was it. You guys are good. Just don't beat you guys self up too much. Dolphins, we're not gonna do much this year. We're not. And I'm just sitting there saying, you guys can pick your guys' stuff up after this one. You guys will get your win, but don't beat you guys' stuff up too bad.
Well, I appreciate that call, man. And the reality is this. We are beating ourselves up because we lost to you. You know what I mean? Like, yeah, the Dolphins aren't good. And we couldn't beat you. That's frustrating. You feel me? Like, that's why we are beating ourselves up. And he's right. We lost because of the penalties. We lost because of the fumbles. Like, those are the 2 reasons we lost. And the refs did us no favors. By no stretch am I blaming the referees for the Jets' loss. But they do nothing. And it's like, the one thing I noticed about last night, too, it's not even just Jets fans complaining about the refs. It became a collective. The NFL world came together, and it's like, and then we're all Jets fans like, oh, yeah, first time watching a Jets game, huh? This is our usual weekly occurrence. The refs just never given the Jets a call in our favor, ever. The entire NFL world was like, their Jets are getting screwed over by the refs in this game, and it's so obvious. And I don't know the reason for it. My only reason for it is that the NFL benefits off the Jets' misery. I don't know. I don't get it. Sadness. Sadness, sadness, sadness. But hey, man, only up from here, right? Oh, boy. All right, we got my boy James up next on the hotline. What's good, brother? Good to see you.
Fuck, bro. Fuck.
Let it out, brother.
Dude.
This is your chance to let it out, brother.
For real, bro, I don't know how much longer I can fucking do this, dude. I'm not kidding, bro. I'm not joking around, man. I'm done. I'm done with the fucking every year for fucking 30. I'm going to be 36 in a week. I've been a fan, no bullshit, since I'm 6, bro. Like 6, like really, like I've loved this team since I'm 6 years old. Last night it brought me to my fucking breaking point, dude. It just did, man. I'm going to keep watching the games. I don't know if I'm going to keep going to games. I've said it before. But, bro, I can't fucking do this. This is unhealthy for me, bro. Like, people come on here. I get it. You know, you're a fan. You're, like, besides my family, my girl, like, work, and not even work. There's not much that comes before this. And it's broken me to my fucking, I got fucking agita. I woke up this morning in a bad fucking mood. I woke up, the birds were chirping, and I'm fucking pissed off. I don't need this shit. I need a lobotomy, bro. Like, this is insanity now. So let's just get to the game. Sloppy, undisciplined fucking football. I'm sick and tired every week. If being not good enough is one thing, but the sloppy fucking constant penalties, stupid, mindless fucking penalties, we cannot get a fucking turnover to save our fucking life. We are allergic to the football. We are allergic to it. Every time it's on the ground, we do not recover it. Every time.
Oh.
And I'm fucking over it. I'm absolutely over it. And you want to talk about the refs? Don't even tell me that we don't get fucking hosed on a weekly basis. We suck, but we get hosed on a weekly basis. That Garrett Wilson call was not a PI. Not even close. Not even close, bro. It's almost like because we get like this, because idiots like me get like this, we cheer no matter what, we go no matter what, and they know it. And they know it. And I can't do it no more, bro. Like, this is insane. All I want to do is be able to talk shit and be happy. I don't even wear my Jets shit. I should wipe my asshole with it.
Hey, man, this is healthy. This is a healthy way to let it all out, James, and that's why you got me. And
I know, bro. I know, man.
I appreciate you letting it out there, brother. I'm right here with you, man. I feel
I know.
you.
I know, bro.
You.
And I'm gonna keep. Obviously, I'm not gonna fucking. I'm gonna keep calling in. I'm obviously gonna. I can't not watch.
Hey, man, it's a sickness. I'm diagnosed. We have to diagnose ourselves with some type
crazy,
of illness.
dude. It's nuts. It's absolutely nuts. But I'm gonna try and like recharge and reset my batteries for work so I don't go rip someone's head off today.
Hopefully this moment is your time to release, and now you're gonna have a better day for the rest of the day. Take your deep breath and just try to relax, because the reality is this, man. Us fans, and it's not just Jets fans, every fan across the NFL, we rely on something beyond ourselves to give us happiness.
Yeah.
That's a true fan. We have absolutely no control over it.
And in life, you cannot control the uncontrollables, and you can't get like that. You can't get to this point, but
we can't control anything.
What it is, man. It is what it is.
Good to see you, though, James.
Yeah, bro. I'll talk to you soon,
brother.
Man.
Much love, man. That's James letting it all out there, wearing his heart on his sleeve. You got to respect that. You got to respect the passion, man. That's what it comes down to. That's what it comes down to, man. That's a true New Yorker right there. Yeah. Sorry for the profanity. But, hey, man, that's James. That's who he is. That's who he is. You feel me? Tony, $2. This is not fun anymore. It ain't fun no more, man. The Mets collapse. The whole baseball world is laughing at the Mets. And then the Jets. Will the Knicks save me? I hope so, man. Who knows at this point? Based off this trajectory, who knows? All right, we got Kyle L. Jet is up next. What's up, Kyle?
What's going on? I have not seen a Jets defense play worse since 2020. Since Adam Gase was at the helm and we had Greg Williams as the defensive coordinator. I don't know what Steve Wilkes can do, but he cannot adapt to any offense. I say we let Aaron Glenn lead the defensive play calling, because I don't know what that was, but that defense had no heart, no spunk at all. Mm-hmm. We got so many penalties, and that PI sucked. And I'm not one to call, crap on the refs, but that game was so bad when it came to penalties. I mean, we're currently in the draft order number 2. And after watching Tony Adams whiff on that Achane touchdown, I went and went onto a mock draft, and I drafted Caleb Downs at the number 2 spot and Mansour Delane in round 2, because we need help in the secondary. I don't know where Isaiah Thomas is. I don't know where he is. Is he hurt?
No, he's just behind Brandon Stevens.
He's just not showing up. Brandon Stevens didn't look terrible, which is something I never thought I'd say. And I don't know. I just can't get behind this defense. The offense played not great, but good. And that's the first time I'm saying that in maybe 10 years since we had Fitzpatrick at the helm.
Yeah.
I don't know how our defense turned around so fast. in just a year. I mean, I know it's new management, and new management does suck, and it does take a while to, get behind that, but it's so hard.
Yeah.
to
Tell me
cheer
about it.
for.
It
I
is,
mean,
Kyle. I mean, at the end of the day, we're all flabbergasted. And the defense is a big issue. And I appreciate the call, Kyle. Much
absolutely.
appreciated you, brother. And I think that, he brings up a great point. The defense, people are calling for Aaron Glenn to become the play caller now. I don't know what that will change. This is the thing I'll have to say about the defense, too. Yeah, we got to point the finger at somebody, man. Someone's got to be held accountable, and everyone's pointing it at Steve Wilkes. But am I the only one that's, going to start holding these players accountable, bro? All right, the play calling may be not great, but how about the execution? How about you cover your man when it's man coverage? How about you get to the quarterback? I mean, Steve Wilkes is not out there playing. I think you gotta balance it out. And that's not me defending Steve Wilkes. He's been bad. But where is the pass rush? Where is getting to Tua? Where's the coverage down the football field? Is it really all play calling? I think it's a mix of both. I think we have a talent issue and a coaching issue. And, there's a giant learning curve that's happening before our very eyes, and the Jets are trying to win on the fly during this learning curve. That's how I look at it. And this offense was not bad. It wasn't great, but that turnover by Braylon Allen on that first drive, backbreaking, the Jets kept moving the ball, and it wasn't perfect by any stretch. 3rd and 5, the Jets run the ball to Isaiah Davis, and he gets the first down. Okay, that was risky, but they did it. And then the next time it's 3rd and 5, out of the shotgun, they run it to Isaiah Davis again. He gets 4 yards. It brings up 4th and 1. And then Justin Fields has his, magical touchdown run that feels like that's the only thing he's good at. Just a weird, crazy highlight that's just unbelievable. And then later on in the game in the 4th quarter, it's 3rd and 5, and they run the ball to Isaiah Davis out of the shotgun for the 3rd time on 3rd and 5. I get it. It worked the first time, and maybe you're playing 4-down territory. You want to bring up a 4th and short. But why are we handing the ball off again on 3rd and 5? The 3rd straight 3rd and 5 out of that. Yeah, that's my little rant about that, because that pissed me off a lot. And we signed this bum off the practice, Isaiah Williams. 2 boneheaded plays, fumbling the kickoff return, which is pivotal. And then, of course, a fair catch at the 2-yard line. Come on, bro. I mean, it's like they enjoy being the laughing stock. But let's get back into the callers. JD Bang up next.
What's up, Richie? Can you hear me?
Good, my man. Yeah, I can hear you.
Namaste, God, my guy. Namaste, man. That's
Yes,
what you
sir.
gotta do. I meditated today just to get myself to relax.
Yeah,
after
bro,
that
it's
game.
needed.
But
Take those deep
for
breaths.
real, what the crazy part about this is, we should be 3-1 because the offense is not that bad. It really, if we had an average defense, I think we should be 3-1. But unfortunately, I think we might have to buckle up for a long season, and I don't think we have enough capital even in the offseason to get this team to where it needs to be next year, to be quite honest with you. There's a lot that we thought we had that we don't. And then the things that we already knew we didn't have, we don't, have. So it's going to be a tough 2 years coming up, I feel. And I'm anticipating it. So I'm just going to try to keep calm through it all. But I'm glad you brought up holding the players accountable, though, because I think that's key. I get it, Steve Wilkes and Aaron Glenn, defensive coaches. But more than anything, I'm seeing a lot of arm tackles that just make no sense. No one's dropping their shoulder on guys. They are letting running backs run right through their arms over and over every single week. And that alone stops the offense in their tracks to, on a down or two, that we can potentially get a field goal instead of a touchdown or, make something happen. But I think they're scared or something. I think Tony Adams is just looks scared. And I don't know what is going to change on the defense this year because I would swap him out with Malachi Moore immediately, and I would also would give Azaria Thomas a chance because there's nothing to lose at this point.
I agree. I agree with everything you said, man. And unfortunately, what you said scares me about next year, but like it's so true. It's gonna take more than one more offseason. And the only way the Jets will be good next year at this point is if they just absolutely hit a home run in the draft with a quarterback. But the Jets have proven that that's not in our cards usually. But I appreciate the call, my man. Much love to you as always. Okay. And keep up that energy, man. I love that energy from you. Chitty Bang. Meditated this morning, try to relax. That's how you got to do it, man. You got to relax the mind during the Jets chaos because the Jets are driving us mad, folks. Just mad, bro. Just absolutely mad, man. I don't know, bro. Like, the thing about this season that I'm trying to remind myself is my expectations were not high heading into this football season. I was not expecting greatness. I wasn't expecting a playoff berth. But what I was hopeful for is competence. And the Jets, like, it'd be one thing if the Jets were going out there and playing great football and just losing in the end. Right? Like, it'd be one thing if the Jets are just playing disciplined football, smart, you got highlight plays, you're making plays on defense, but then you just, in the last moment of the game, the ball doesn't go your way, and they win. But that's not the reality here. The Jets are losing because the Jets are killing themselves, bro. I mean, that Breece Hall quote, what did he say? Teams shoot themselves in the foot, and then we blow our heads off? Like, what kind of... Is that what he said? Something along those lines? Oh, boy. It's true, bro. Like, the Jets find new ways to lose games, and the Miami Dolphins did not look impressive last night. And that's not me hating on Miami at all. That's just the reality of how bad the Jets are. Miss Finn's in the chat. Shout out to Miss Finn's. Richie, what's your opinion on the Tyreek injury? It's devastating. I mean, absolutely devastating. Thoughts and prayers up go to Tyreek. I hope he has a speedy recovery. A torn ACL, a dislocated knee. I don't know how he's going to come back. I don't know how he's going to be the same person ever again, the same wide receiver. I think he may have played his last game as a Miami Dolphin. But bad. Bad. Hopefully he's all right. You never want to see injuries go down like that. So that's the reality of it. But yeah, man, we got a lot of people waiting backstage. We appreciate the patience. Guys, we got like a long list of people waiting backstage, and we're going to get to all of you guys, so don't you guys worry, all right? Next up, we got Parks in the house. What up, Parks?
Hey, buddy.
What are you doing here, bro? Why you got to be here right now?
What are you talking about? We're cool, Richard. We're cool.
Get out of here, man. Parks. What do you want from me?
No, I will say this, man. I understand, that Richie, that was a penalty because Garrett Wilson didn't have to push off. Like, he didn't have to extend his hand. He already had him beat. And that's what they looked at. But on the other hand, I think they should have gone ahead. Like, you too close in the game to not let him get that.
That's my point, Like, it's tic-tacky. Like, that's a no call.
Yeah, that's what it is. And, Richie, what lost you the game really was penalties. Old boy catching the ball on fair catching on the 2-yard line. Like, I have never seen that. And then your defense. I agree with you, Richie. These players need to be held accountable. And, Richie, I know y'all love them. But, Richie, can you admit that Sauce Gardner, since he got paid, he hasn't looked the same?
Oh, yeah, man. He
hasn't looked the same. Like, you let Darren Waller.
Oh, dude,
like, Darren Waller ain't played in like a year or two or something like that, man. He came up the street.
Oh, my God.
And most of them, man, like, y'all let Darren Waller go off. Like, I sat there and told you, Richie, your defense, for some odd reason, I don't know, Richie. Like I say, then you hit it on the head. Even when y'all was bad, y'all defense was still good. I don't know what the deal is with y'all defense now. Like, It's like your defense is just falling off a cliff or something.
Yeah,
this is what you can do, Richie. This is what you can do, Richie. You can go ahead and trade us Quentin Williams for a first-round draft pick.
Get out of here. That's enough of you, Parks. I'll see you on the round table, man. Much love to you, Parks.
I'll love Richie, man. I'll love.
Hey, bro, go be Buffalo. All right, how about that?
Hey man, we gonna talk about that Wednesday. We're gonna talk about that Wednesday at the round table.
There you go.
Shout out to Richie, man. Y'all like the channel. Y'all like it. Comment, subscribe, everything. This is a good
My
brother.
guy.
Love you, Richie, man.
Love you too, Parks. Appreciate that. That's a respectful call. If you guys don't know Parks, he's a usual caller on the round table. And, Parks and I have history going back and forth. And he's coming on here during the Jets Loser Tuesday to, he could have put salt in the wound. He could have been a little bit more ferocious, but he wasn't. He gave me some grace there. So much love to Parks, man. Much respect to him. Much respect to him, man. Appreciate everybody in the live chat, everybody backstage waiting. We got a long list, so stay patient. We're going to get to you guys. Don't you worry. Next up, we got Jake. What's good, Jake?
What's going on, Richie? What's going on, man? It's been my first experience kind of really watching the Jets this year. I'm a Ohio State fan, so obviously got to watch my Buckeyes. GW, Jay Fields, Josh Myers. I think it's just been a very embarrassing experience for the Jets. And I don't know how else to put it. Like, watching them, seems like their offense, when they play with tempo, everything seems to go well. I even watched the Tyrod game last week. The tempo just kind of changes things for that offense. That slow drive, start the game. They say they want to start fast, but you can't be scoring with a minute left in the first quarter every drive, because if you don't start with the ball and you're not up 7-0 or 7-3 at that point, then you just wasted an entire first quarter. And I just don't know where this team can go, to try to figure it out on offense with more of a rhythm. And that's kind of shooting themselves in the foot with the defense as well, because if your offense can't get anything established outside of a run game, or like when they play Buffalo, when the run game gets shut down, it's just completely impossible to function, especially when you have holding call, misalignments, which if you run with that tempo, you're not getting that alignment issue as much, it seems like, with the false starts.
I agree, dude. I agree. And it's interesting coming from, an Ohio State fan coming over, watching the Jets because of Jay Fields. And when they are in up-tempo, it works. But the problem is we can't rely on up-tempo too much, because it seems like the Jets rely on up-tempo when they're losing by double figures. And the question is, the foundation of this offense is what we saw opening drive. That's what the Jets are trying to establish, is that ground to pound, run the football down your throat, and just imposing your will. And they did a fantastic job just for Braylon Allen to fumble. And then now you're down 2 scores all of a sudden, and then they have to get that up-tempo offense. And then things get going, check down underneath. Fields makes some plays with his legs. And I'll be honest, man, the offense was not the reason why we lost last night. And they could have played better for sure, but, it's really up to these penalties and stuff that really hurt, and the turnovers. But
yeah, GW special last night. I mean, you gotta find a way to get him the ball more too. So.
I know. And why are we waiting for the second half to get him involved?
Yeah, right. That was kind of what I liked. I like the Pittsburgh game plan. You got Fields moving in the pocket a little bit too, so you just gotta get the rhythm. It's almost like a rhythm play. Like It seemed like last night, even the first drive, like they moved the football, but it was kind of lethargic from Fields, in my opinion. Like when he dropped back to pass, he ended up kind of scampering out for 5-6 yards, just turning it into a positive play. But when you get him in a rhythm throwing that ball, that's when you get a game like Pittsburgh where you can play all 4 quarters and be right in it.
Exactly, man. You hit the nail on the head. Oh, I appreciate you tuning into this channel. Appreciate you joining the Jets fan experience as an Ohio State fan, and welcome for the ride, man. It's not pretty over here, but we appreciate it, Jake.
Thank you.
Shout out to Jake, man. I mean, we got, this is the Ohio State Jets. We got Justin Fields, Myers. Don't forget about Jeremy Ruckert. It's interesting to hear from other fan bases' perspective, especially from college, right? Like, we had a lot of BYU fans come over to the Jets when we drafted Zach Wilson, USC fans when the Jets drafted Sam, Packers fans came over when the Jets got Aaron Rodgers, and it's funny to get their perspective because they're coming in from a different light. They're not, watching the Jets their whole lives like us. They're seeing it for the first time with their guy, and they probably see it from a different lens. So it's interesting to hear from Jake there. Shout out to Jake for tuning into the show. All right, let's move along. Youthphoria is up next. You're live, bro. How you doing,
man? Long time no talk.
Yeah, man. How you doing?
Good. I know you're having a bad week, man, with the Mets getting out.
Oh, I don't know what you're talking about.
Yeah. So Dude, let me tell you something, man. I'm so disappointed on the defense, bro. This defense, I mean, where's Quentin Williams, man? We paid him a big bag. You know how bad the Miami Dolphins O line is? I would have expected like at least 2 sacks on him. I mean, Justin Fields threw for more yards than Tua. Like, and how long has Justin Fields been a Jets quarterback? Like, I don't know, man. It's really disappointing. And I think the only bright side I could get away from that game is that new return man that we had. What was it, Isaiah Davis? I mean, every time he returns, he's at least getting like what, 30 yards or something like that. So I mean,
Yeah, you can't say that about Isaiah Williams. That guy bum.
That guy has to go with whatever his last name was, Xavier Gibson. That guy has to go. And also it's the Jets coaching. Even though the offensive coordinator, he seems like he's kind of just doing his job. He's not taking too many risks, but he has to start taking those risks. I mean, he went for it on 4th down, and we get that touchdown with Justin Fields.
Yeah,
it's kind of just like, I think they're just being a little bit too comfortable with the play calling. I mean, I get it; it's first year. You don't want to make too many mistakes, but this fan base will turn on you quick.
Oh, yeah.
And, we're already hearing it, being like, Glenn, start calling these defensive plays. It's just, I mean, I hear it too, but, it's unfortunate. But the one thing I definitely need this management to do for sure is we need to get Garrett Wilson another wide receiver too.
Yeah.
He if you give him some space and not having that safety help over him, he's easily getting 10 touchdowns this year. Easily. Who's our wide receiver too?
Well, crazy stat last night. There was only one receiver to get a catch outside of Garrett Wilson, and it was Alan Lazard for 8 yards. 1 catch, 8 yards was the only other receiver, not including a tight end or a running back, to get a catch.
That's
and it was an 8-yard check down. So that's just beyond brutal. Like, they're not even using their rookie Arian Smith. Josh Reynolds back. They had no impact. So just beyond pathetic. But
we need to get a trade going for at least some competent wide receiver too.
Yeah, there's a lot of holes on this team that we're seeing on full display, and it's ridiculous. But Euphoria, thank you for the call, my man. I appreciate you, brother. Much love to you. Shout out to Jets fans showing up today, man. I appreciate you guys coming on in here and letting it out. And how beyond ridiculous is that stat, by the way? Justin Fields had like 230 passing yards, and there was not a receiver, not named Garrett Wilson, to get a catch besides Alan Lazard for 8 yards. Mason Taylor had a productive game, but who cares? I mean, I care. I like Mason Taylor. I'm excited. But I don't know. It's bogus. All right, next up, we got a legend, the man, the myth, King Jamie the Mad.
Whoa.
Whoa.
Hey, I'm here, buddy. Let me shut this machine off for a second so you can hear me.
What machine you in right now?
I'm just in the big loader right now.
Nice.
I could fit a Prius in the bucket. It's not that big of a loader. Bro, I love you, man. You're so awesome. Like, you are that 54th man your team needs. You gotta just keep on being faithful and loyal, bro. It's pretty impressive. I see you got a lot of legends in here today, bro. That's impressive. A lot of legends. James, oh my gosh, bro. I met James at that thing against the Patriots the 1 year when I met you. And James is he's pretty hot today, bro.
That's a true New Yorker
He's gonna have to just understand, man. It's not just gonna happen. It took me 48 years before I saw my team winning in the playoffs. You know,
that makes me feel great. You know, that's
it's gonna come. It's gonna.
Years.
Yeah, it sucks so bad. It sucks so bad. But the sun's gonna shine on you, bro. I guarantee. We're gonna see a sign, and that sun's gonna peek through them clouds one of these days, and you're just gonna be like, wow, this is awesome. And do me a favor and do it better than the Bills fans, because they get pretty goddamn saucy even in a winning day, you know? I mean, once you guys start winning, hold that. And remember all these hard times, too. This is to all you Jets fans. Remember the hard times, because it keeps you humble when you start winning.
It's
And I
true.
mean, week
great.
2, we were 0-2, bro. I was sitting at the same as the Jets, and we both had the same chances.
And
You're
by the
only
way, King Jamie is a
one win
Chiefs
behind.
fan, for those that don't know, in the chat. A
Yeah.
legendary Chiefs
Yeah.
fan that has been supporting this channel since I started.
Yeah, you Jets fans are my friends, you know. I mean, I root for you guys every stinking week, dude. I lose money. You're not the only one losing money on the Jets, bro. Look at that, the sun's shining. This next week's yours.
Well, I hope so. I
That's a
can't take it
sign, bro.
0-5. I can't take 0-5, man. Now we got to deal with the Cowboys.
Right. I mean, the Cowboys are kind of that's a team that you guys can take, man. I know it. I know your defense can get it together. I mean, yeah, okay, they had a hard day, but everybody in the NFL except for you guys apparently knew that Miami was just about to have a banger of a game. They were not going to go completely defeated. And just once in a while they come out. I mean, honestly, you're lucky they didn't try to 70 fucking point you like they did the Broncos a while back, you know? I mean, sometimes they get away, and they'll get away against the Chiefs too, man. Ain't nobody safe if Miami's having that day. Mm-hmm. And respect to them for having a good day, but dang it, I bet on you guys, you know.
Well, we appreciate
I gotta get back to work, brother.
Get back to work, man. I appreciate the call as always. Great to see you, man.
Fucking love all you guys. Keep your chins up.
We'll try because of you. King Jamie the Mad, man. Chiefs fan that just shows nothing but love and support to the Jets fan base. He doesn't have to, but he does. That's respect. I respect that, man. I respect that man. Shout out to everybody tuning in to the show. We got people live on Facebook. We got people live on YouTube, on X, on Twitch. For anybody that watches on Twitch, hit the like button if you're on YouTube, man. We appreciate it. As always, we got a lot of fun people waiting backstage to come on in. So let's get into the next caller of the show, which is the number one grinder. What's up, man?
Long time. All I could say is this: we could blame the coaches all day. The players got to execute.
Yeah.
They got to execute. I mean, come on. I mean, they got to execute. You know, I mean, I can blame the coach. Yeah, I like, but you know, just y'all have to get a second receiver.
Yeah.
Mason got to be playing more, and then I'm gonna go one thing better. I know Coach Glenn, he wants to do the three, rotation of three running back. My thing is Breece Hall got to touch the ball more. He got to touch it more. He got to touch it more. Sometimes you just got to switch it up a little bit. But sometimes the coach could be so stubborn. This is what we want to do. This is what we want to do. We want a win. We want to win. And sometimes you got to switch it up. And that's the problem I always had with the Jets throughout the years. Y'all do not want to doggone switch up. You got to switch it up. The way I look at he got to get the touch. These are 20, 30 times. Need a second receiver to open up. Mason got to play more. They got to open up the playbook. And the defense got to tackle. Come on, y'all know how to tackle? This really don't make no sense. I mean, I can say it made no sense. But it pissed me. I mean, I don't want to say the same old Jets. You know that. You know I've been a few times. But it looks like that in the past. Y'all not how to tackle? Now the offense, I'm not gonna really get into it, but you gotta clean it up. Do y'all have heart? I mean, do y'all have this?
Yeah, man. Thank you for the call, the number one grinder. I mean, it's true. Do they have this? Do they have the heart? They're not showing it. Do they have the fundamental ability to tackle? Do they have the fundamental ability to not fumble? Oh. It's like the littlest things you expect this football team to understand how to do, and they can't do it. You know what I mean? The fundamental things you expect this football team to get, and they can't. All it takes is a 4-game winning streak to get back to 500, man. We got 4 games to go before the bye. Can the Jets win all 4? No, they can't. They can, but they won't. Will they? Probably not. Definitely not. But it's just like, I don't want to play the what if game, but bear with me for a second. If the Jets did not turn the ball over last night and cut the penalties in half, you win the game. That's how, like, they're closer than I think people realize. From that standpoint. Like, that's fixable. Like, that's fixable, bro. And I wonder if Aaron Glenn's preaching, like, discipline, this, and that, is getting in the heads of these players where they're overthinking now. They're going out there and not letting, their talent come to the surface. They're overcomplicating things. They're thinking too much on defense. I mean, they get sucked in on every single bootleg play action you can imagine on defense. It's getting ridiculous. Just fix the little minor details, and you'll be shocked to see what happens from there. That's how I look at it. All right, up next, we got Lucelle. What's up, Lucelle?
What's up, man? What's up, man? Here's the
What's
thing.
up?
I'm more of the positive guy, but I will say I fucking lost it last night. I lost it, and here's the thing. I root for the underdog all the time, all the time. There's a reason why I'm the Jets fan. There's a reason why I'm a Brooklyn Nets fan, and all that. But underdogs gotta have heart to win, and right now they don't have any heart. I don't know what's happened to Josh Gardner. He looks unhealthy for some reason. He just looks so unhealthy, or like slow, like like slower than ever. I don't know what it is with him, but he just doesn't look good. He just doesn't look good at all. Oh man, and 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 this defense need to get something going. But like, what's the evidence that they're going to turn it around at this point? What's the evidence? And and I'm not very positive right now. But, I don't see them beating the Cowboys.
Yeah, I mean, I agree with everything Lucelle said. Thank you, Lucelle, for the call. And it's like, Sauce, bro, what's going on with Sauce? Maybe this is it. Maybe Sauce just got to get Ice Spice out of his head because they're not together anymore. Maybe the breakup with Ice Spice is getting to him, which is no excuse, by the way. But I don't know. He doesn't look healthy mentally. He doesn't look like himself. And he was fantastic week 1, by the way, Sauce. And in training camp, he was flawless. And then, I don't know what happened. I don't know. I don't know what else to say about that. And he's just got to get back to what he did in those first 2 seasons in the NFL before anybody takes him seriously. When you get paid the big bucks like that, the scope will be on you even more. Garrett Wilson, he is showing up after getting paid. That's a man you're like, yep, he got paid. He deserves that money. Sauce so far, you're looking at him and you're saying, that is a good football player, but right now he's not playing a great football player to deserve that money. Garrett Wilson, on the other hand, he's sensational, man. I mean, that touchdown catch he had that should have been won from the offensive pass interference call was a sensational catch. And then the real touchdown he had, they got called like another ridiculous catch. Like, he's that good, man. So shout out to Garrett Wilson. At least we have him. Because without Garrett Wilson, we would easily have the worst receiving core in NFL history. To keep it a buck. So, yeah. There's that. All right, let's keep the lines moving. We got Charles Gorman up next. What's up, Charles?
Hey, Richie, I saw the game last night. I made a video of it, too, last night. I talked to my dad about it. This defense is probably the worst in football outside the Cowboys and the Ravens.
Yeah, no doubt. It's on the bottom.
I do 100% agree that the players need to be held accountable, too. Obviously, Steve Wilkes has been a major disappointment. I mean, a lot of it is I think every Jet fan wanted him as the defensive coordinator, but so far the execution has been abysmal.
Yes, it has been abysmal, Charles. It has. What are we going to do?
Offensively, we haven't been too bad. I think our offensive line is above average, but we need to be more consistent in terms of pass protection.
Yes, absolutely.
Run
Pass
blocking,
protection, running the ball, punching the ball in the end zone, not turning it over. All the little things needs to be improved. But shout out to Charles for the call. As always, drive safe. I don't know if he was driving that car or he got into someone else's car, but the car just started rolling. He got it. Shout out to Charles Gorman. Absolute legend. Man, it's good to see all the usual callers come on in here and talk some ball with me. Justin is up next. What's going on, Justin?
Okay. So I'm going to keep this short and sweet with you, Richie, and I got 3 points to make, and I don't want Jets fans to come at me because I'm going to be respectful to all Jets fans here because I had you guys. I picked you guys to win last night. I really did. But here's the thing, and this is kind of bringing back Tatum vibes. Like, when point number one, when Tyreek went down last night with the torn ACL, that kind of reminded me of Jason Tatum going down against the New York Knicks in the playoffs with his torn Achilles and all that. And I really hope Tyreek makes a speedy recovery, but Richie, I agree with you. I think he's done for the Miami Dolphins. The second point I want to make, you guys are not going to go 0-17. There is a game in this schedule that you guys are going to get your first win. You guys will not go winless. Like I said,
we're not going to go winless, guys.
Like I said, I'm being honest because Richie knows me as a respectful guy. I don't bullshit any of you guys.
We appreciate you, Justin.
And then the third and final point before I get off, Richie. I honestly do, and this is going into basketball for a second because the Knicks and Celtics are coming up next month. I honestly do believe, without Jason Tatum, the Knicks are going to be a better team than the Boston Celtics. I got us finishing number 6. I got you finishing number 2 in the Eastern Conference.
Number 1. How about that, Justin? I appreciate the call, man. Much love to you. Thank you for the points. He had to squeeze in a basketball question, which I absolutely love. Shout out to Justin. Hey, according to Justin, man, we're going to win a game. Woo! Yeah. Oh, my God. I don't know, man. That's brutal. We're gonna win a game, guys. Keep the hopes alive. That's where we're at now. We're gonna win a game. At least we got Sleeper sponsoring the show. Shout out to them, man. Much love to Sleeper. Because without Sleeper, man, what are we doing here on Jets Media? If you guys want to win some cash across all of your favorite sports, baseball playoffs, you can bet on Sleeper, football, maybe stay away from the Jets a little bit, even though I won some good money off of Sleeper because of Justin Fields last night. But shout out to Sleeper. You guys get a $100 deposit match up to $100 by using the code JETS. Link at the top of the description. We're going to keep the lines moving. Man. Let's get into the next caller, which is Glenn. Glenn, I can't believe it. Is this really you?
Yes, it's me.
Where have you been, Glenn?
Well, in the last 3 weeks, I have worked 285 hours.
Wow. So are you sure it's not just because the Dolphins got their first win?
No, I can show you my paychecks.
I believe you.
No, I work an outage. I work at an outage at a nuclear plant, and they have to shut down, and we go on 12-hour shifts.
Oh, wow.
And they put me on night shift. So I haven't had a day off in 3 weeks.
So is your day off coming?
No, I'm off now. We're done with the outage.
Let's go.
We just finished. But I know that game, let's put it this way. This is how bad those teams are. I mean, if it would have been played in MetLife Stadium, Jets win.
How so?
What?
Why? What does
Because
MetLife have to
it's
do with
just
anything?
well, because Miami would have had the turnovers and y'all wouldn't have. It would have been that way. There's two bad teams that played each other, and now what surprised me about your team is no pressure. You guys didn't sack two at once.
Yeah, it's
I
pathetic.
thought y'all would have. I thought y'all would have 2 or 3 sacks.
Yeah, me too.
And then, hey, you guys think Aaron Glenn is going to, you guys can't say get rid of Aaron Glenn. This has always been a 2-year plan, at least. And that's why they took Fields for 2 years. If it doesn't work out with Fields this year, well, they can keep him next year. But if not, they can get rid of him. But you could draft the quarterback.
Yeah,
I understand drafting a quarterback for the Jets are not good, but sooner or later you got to hit something. I mean, once in a while, even a clock strikes is right twice a day.
Mm-hmm.
You know,
I agree, Glenn, and it's always going to be a 2-year plan. They're not going to fire him. But.
Here's what's interesting. I'm sorry about. Yeah, you guys are right. Tyreek will never play for Miami again. Not only that, but he might not even play for the NFL again.
Yeah, that's a bad injury at that age.
Yeah, and especially for a wide receiver.
Yep.
And then what will be interesting is Garrett Wilson. I will give you this. If I'm Garrett Wilson, I'm kind of mad that I signed that contract because y'all ain't gave him a quarterback to even work with.
I mean, he likes Justin Fields, but I mean, he's still putting up numbers. But the problem is they're not winning, and that's the reality of it. So shout out to Glenn for tuning in to the show. Miss you, Glenn. Glad everything's all right with you. We were worried about you a little bit, but hey, he's back after a Dolphins win. I'm on to you, Glenn. I am on to you. All right? I am on to you. Let's get into some more callers. Just want to let Evan know backstage that you have to connect your microphone because I can't bring you in until you do that. It says device not connected. There you go, Evan. Now you're able to come on in. What up, Evan?
Yo, what's going on, man? That was my fault. I didn't know I had to connect.
You're good.
I was gonna ask you, man. I'm not sure if you saw the Brees Hall post-game comments about other teams shoot themselves in the foot, we shoot ourselves in the head. That had to be one of the craziest, most comical comments I've ever seen in a post-game show from a player. And no offense to him, bro. He's always said the right things in the years that he's been here in New York, and I respect him for that. But when it becomes apparent that the coaching staff, they say, "Oh, we're not going to trade you. We're not going to trade you." Sauce has the security because he's gotten his contract. Garrett has the security because he's gotten his contract. Brees is looking around like, "Yo, I say the right things every single day. I walk into the locker room. I show up. I do my part on the team." You know what I mean? And why is he not out there during the most important parts of the game, right? Why is he getting taken out on the goal line for Braylon Allen, who has not been good this year? And now you're 0-4. Aaron Glenn said, we're not going to trade Brees. Well, what are you doing, right, at this point in time to use Brees? If you're not going to use him, then trade him because it's become apparent that they're not going to re-sign him after the year ends. So to me, we're just wasting him. I would love to see him be free like Saquon Barkley on another team so we can see his full potential because I really do like him as a human being and as a player. And I just feel bad for him that he's not getting any kind of respect. Also, I wanted to ask you, how do you feel about the Bad Bunny halftime show announcement and Aaron Glenn being a defensive-minded head coach who can't seem to coach defense, right? That's a massive problem to me.
Yeah, I appreciate the call, Evan. And, the Brees Hall situation is just beyond, I don't know. I mean, at some point, you can put the blame on everybody, but you got to put some of the blame on Brees a little bit. He needs to run hard. He needs to play better. But there's also parts of the game where you're thinking of the flow of the offense. Why is he not getting the ball in certain situations? He needs more targets. He needs more carries. He needs to get into a flow. And his comment after the game was just wild. I think if the Jets keep going this trajectory, he's going to get traded. And knowing the Jets, he will become the star on another team. He'll be like a Josh Jacobs going to Green Bay. I don't know if he'll be Saquon. He's not Saquon's talent. so I'm not going to say that. But he could be Derrick Henry going to the Ravens, even though now Derrick Henry is looked at as not a good football player anymore. But listen, man, it's a devastating thing. And Aaron Glenn with the coaching thing, I don't know. I don't know what to say about the defense. That's one thing where you're just a little shocked. Last year's defense was brutal. And now you look at this year's defense, it's brutal all over again with a new coaching staff. So that's how I look at it. Let's get into more callers. We got Malcolm Flex up next. Malcolm, good to see you, man. How you doing?
Man, I'm doing. It is it's a Tuesday after a loss. I'm kind of somewhat here. I'm just thinking because again, there's so much potential, not only just on the team, even though, and this has been said before, a lot of our players are actually pretty overrated as far as like talent goes, but at the same time, you have a lot of young players and you got a lot of potential, but it just seems like this team is dogmatically sticking to identities that they want rather than doing what we saw Aaron Glenn do back in Detroit when he was riddled with injuries, which was morph the team and morph that defense necessarily, especially after they lost their star edge rusher, morphing that defense into its personnel groups. Like, number one, Brandon Stevens, take him off of the cornerback spot, patch a safety hole with him. I don't care, Tony Adams, Andre Cisco, whatever you want to do, make them a sub safety. Make them somebody that comes in on lighter packages. Second, I can't kill the linebackers too much. Number one, we're starting a rookie at will. Sherwood, he had to go back to being green dot against one of the fastest offenses in the league. We might shit on Miami for who they are, but again, they're a very fast offense. And so when you have to be the communicator, after you haven't been a communicator, you lost green dot duties to Williams, Quincy. That's a lot to handle because they're turning plays over like that. The only team that's faster than the Dolphins when it comes to play frequency, calling plays and getting them in is the Saints. And the Saints are literally on bath salts when it comes to that. And then you also had the elevated practice squad guy in Michael Walker. So if we're going to be like that, go to a base dime package. I really don't care. You got more safeties on this team than you know what to do with. Isaiah Oliver, why the hell do we keep sticking him in man against Darren Waller? He was getting bitched by Darren Waller on so many plays. And that's the problem is that, okay, if you're going to have Darren Waller being covered by safety, you better have somebody over the top because people forget, man. Like Darren Waller is that's a legitimate passing threat. That's what I would like for us to see with Mason Taylor. And then that goes back to the offense. You don't have a legitimate wide receiver too, right? Why are you not sticking your tight ends out wide? Like we're running a lot of plays from condensed formations, condensed bunch, twins. We're running it close. You got your tight end in the H-back. I get it. The H-back helps with his own read. But a lot of those times where people are saying, oh, Justin should have pulled the ball, those weren't zone reads. The end man was blocked. Those were split, and that's literally just split zone. So it's like at the same time, if you got a tight end literally cruising to the backside and he's helping out or chipping or something of that nature, and it's not getting you any yards because Brees isn't moving, then why the hell don't you just move him out, spread it, and run it that way? But it all goes back to the main issue. Muji was bargain shopping. And I was on Dylan Terriman's podcast. I said this, and y'all are up north. I don't know if y'all have a Publix, but
I know
Muji's like that. Okay, there you go. Muji's like that guy that goes to Publix on a Wednesday, right? Tuesday, right before the Wednesday, before the sales cycle ends, and he's over there looking at the buy one get ones. He can't make up his mind on what buy one get one he wants because he's trying to come out the cheapest possible. And before you know it, the sale ends. The store is closed. He doesn't get anything. So we built this team very cheap, and there were a lot of guys that we could have got. We could have gotten a decent safety to fill up and to fill that spot. But no, we were bargain shopping. We could have got a wide receiver too. There were several wide receiver twos available. He was waiting for the price. Well, now the prices don't went up because a lot of teams have lost their wide receiver one or wide receiver two. So that goes that that confounds the vision. What the hell do you do with Justin? He did decent. it took a minute. The offense, they're too dogmatic on the run. They wanted to commit to the run, and then even when Braylon went out, they still tried to do it with Isaiah Davis. They still tried to commit to the run. Cut him loose earlier, but even if you cut him loose, you don't have a wide receiver too. We're not getting an honest evaluation because the force feed Garrett Wilson, like that looks good on paper, but no quarterback can thrive with one wide receiving option and a couple of underneath. You're going to see the dink and dunk game. You're going to see stuff wadded up deep and bracket Garrett somehow, especially if he's running a crosser. They don't care. They'll bring they'll put a dedicated safety over the top to him and bracket him up. Now you don't have an adequate evaluation of your quarterback who's trying out for your quarterback of the future. Coming into a quarterback draft class is just not good. So it's like, what do you do? You know,
and I was told this quarterback class would be great, and now we're 4 weeks into the college football season. It doesn't look great at all.
They're all projects, and they're not going to change the franchise. So Jets fans are addicted to playing the lottery. Unfortunately, they're like the gambler that just oh, don't worry, one of these times we're going to hit, bruh. You haven't hit in 20 years. Stop playing the lottery.
There's more excitement for potentially getting the first overall pick, like that guarantees anything. That's what I just don't understand. But Malcolm, great call, man. Great breakdown of everything that happened last night, what everything's going on with the New York Jets. I appreciate the call, my man. Much love to you, brother.
Much love.
Salute. I mean, that was a great call from Malcolm right there. He's broke down the Jets flawlessly. You know what I mean? I think he pretty much said everything you need. And I did notice the Jets were in, correct me if I'm wrong, but, before Michael Carter went down, they did have Isaiah Oliver and Michael Carter II on the football field at the same time in a dime look. Like I saw Stevens, Oliver, Sauce, Michael Carter. We had 6 DBs on the field at one point, and I was questioning why they were doing that. And then you're lining Isaiah Oliver one-on-one with Darren Waller in the slot and expecting anything. He gets beat over the middle of the field, and apparently Isaiah Oliver was like this Swiss Army knife that, the Jets were excited to bring in the secondary. He's been an absolute, he filled in for Michael Carter when he went down with an injury. The Jets just don't have the depth and the talent that we really thought we did, especially when Sauce is not playing like an all-pro. Especially when Sauce is not playing like the guy that we all paid. That's how you look at it, man. All right, let's keep the line moving. We got Outlaw up next. What's up, Outlaw? You're live, man.
Salute, Richie. It's my first time calling this season. It's unfortunate how everything is going. You can hear me clearly, right?
Yes, sir.
All right, yeah, man. Listen, this play calling was, the first half was ridiculous. I'm not even gonna lie. Like, even though the first drive was good, we were sticking to the run. We stuck to the the Dolphins defensive running game is terrible for the Dolphins. So we definitely attacked at their weakness in the beginning. Second half was okay, but it was just like they didn't know exactly what to do. And let's get into the referees as well too. Like the referees, that play calling. The way how they was calling the game, even with the Garrett Wilson push off. I'm like, I've seen that so many times. How many times we seen Mike Evans do that the last game? It's just like it's ridiculous. Garrett Wilson should have had 2 touchdowns, and I just feel like that. And yeah, I just feel like they should have definitely called it a little bit better, especially when Justin Fields slide. It was hitting him as well too. And he didn't get no call, but they did it again for Tua. And even when it was just like, throwing Justin Fields on the ground on the outside as well too, it was just ridiculous. I just felt like they wasn't calling it fair on that note. And I'm not trying to blame the referees or anything because we did shoot ourselves in the foot or in the head, like Brees Hall said, whatever. But at the same time, and I see how fans are getting on Aaron Glenn, but like I said, this is a lot of the players from the last regime, and based off of how we came into the season when signing all these one and done players or try to prove it players, I already knew this was gonna happen. It just feels like we still have to pay off like Aaron Rodgers, the Mike Williams of the world, and the restructured contracts that we did have of last year. So we're basically just going into this year just basically trying to set their culture And next year we're going to be spending because we're going to be a lot more flexible when it comes to spending. And I just feel like we got rid of a lot of talent on defense. I mean, let's go back to JFM. We got rid of JFM. We got rid of CJ Mosley. We got rid of DJ Reed. And now we're seeing the effects. And let's get on Tony Adams. Tony Adams has been terrible. I don't understand why he can act like he can't tackle. Then on top of that, Michael Carter, he's just kind of been a shell of himself of lately. I just don't understand what's going on with Michael Carter because I mean, before he got paid, he was one of the best nickel cornerbacks. So he definitely lost his niche. And let's get on this as well too. This is the first year head coach, first year GM, and first year coordinator, and now you're seeing the effects of us getting the first years and stuff. And you know, when it comes down to like experience, this is where the experience comes into play. Now that we're seeing that the product is not being developed right, we just gotta hope that going forward is gonna be much better. And I really can't get on Justin Fields as well too because I just feel like they're being hesitant with Justin Fields. Like they're not trying to make him pass the ball. I feel like they're not opening up the play calling for him as well too. He actually did a good job, you know what I'm saying, in this game. I just feel like they need to open it up a little bit more. And yes, I definitely agree with one of the callers. Like the offensive line is playing above average when it comes to the offensive line, but to pass protection and the running game. And also Brees Hall, I feel like we need to get him involved a little bit more than what we are doing because again, he is playing for a contract. So he's gonna try to play as best as he can. And yes, and I agree with you as well too. Brees Hall has to play better because at the end of the day, we need our play. We don't have that many play stars out there. We don't have that many stars out there, and this is another Rico effect of us not getting that second wide receiver because it's just like we still have Alan Lazard, we still have all these other wide receivers. It's just not doing it well, man.
No,
But
I agree with everything you said there, Outlaw. I appreciate the call and hope to have you call in more often. I know that was his first call of the season. It's good to hear all Jets fans' perspectives of everything. It kind of puts everything into perspective of, there's so many issues. So it's refreshing to hear all the different perspectives of Jets fans because it's like you forget one thing and then a Jets fan brings that up and you're like, oh, yeah, it makes sense. So let's keep the ball rolling. We got NY Jets Indy up next. What's up, my man?
What's up, Richie? What's going on, man?
It's going.
Man, it's going, man. That's a horrible game. I got a little small rant about the game, but then I got a question for you at the end, man. That was just a horrible game there. We didn't deserve to win, and I can't believe I'm about to quote TD on this one when he talks about like with our defense, it is what it is, right? I mean, for whatever reason, we're just not performing well this year. And I feel like that regardless of how the defense played, they still gave us a chance to win. I mean, at the end it was 10-3 at halftime. But the defense can't make up for us fumbling on the kickoff or Braylon Allen fumbling on the goal line. I just think that it is what it is. I mean, we were down Quincy, like they did what they did in the offseason, which everything I didn't agree with, but it is what it is, man. We just it's looking ugly for us. But I want to ask you one question. Aaron Glenn seems like he's stubborn, right? And we got to have this conversation. So it's looking like we're going to pick in the top five, like top five, top six, whatever. Do you think that Aaron Glenn is going to stick with Justin Fields, assuming we go 5-12, 5-6 wins, and it looks decent? Do you think he's going to stick with Justin Fields, draft a rookie quarterback, or do you think he's going to go the route like he did in Detroit? Well, like they did in Detroit and go after a veteran.
No, that's a great question right there. I think that the way that the Detroit Lions did, they went after Jared Goff, and it really comes down to the market, what veteran quarterback is available via a trade that you got to keep in mind. And I don't think that it's just going to be a rookie. I agree. Just because the Jets get a top pick does not guarantee they're going to be looking at a quarterback. And I think that they could be finding a quarterback I don't really see anybody in free agency next year or anything, but in the trade market, we've seen quarterbacks move around. So I think that's a great point. And I think if the Jets decide to draft a quarterback, I still think Fields would start next year because he has him under contract. And it'll be one of those situations where Fields starts and the rookie will sit behind him. But we shall see. So a long way to go. And still 14-something or something like that. Games left of this season that we got to be able to get through. So I appreciate the call, my man, as always.
Appreciate it, man.
Much love to you, NY Jets Indy, calling on in, showing some love, showing some support. Let's do it, man. It's like the Jets got so many holes. You're like, no, but we need a wide receiver early in the draft. We need a safety early in the draft. We need a quarterback early in the draft. We need an offensive lineman. We need this. We need that. We need this and that. Who knows what we need anymore? We got Jason up next. How's it going, Jason?
How's it going, Richie? How you doing?
I'm all right, man. How about you?
Doing well. I don't know what else to say. Every week is just something different. I mean, it's the same, but it's different because they find ways to lose on different occasions. Like, I don't understand fair catching at the 2-yard line. What was that?
Yeah, I don't understand that. That was just a brain fart from him. And he realized that as soon as he caught it, he looked around, he looked behind him, and saw how close the end zone was. He's like, oops.
Yeah, he's worse than Gibson. I thought we got rid of Gibson.
Yeah, he is worse than Gibson.
Yeah, and I didn't expect the defense to be this bad. I really didn't.
Yeah, man. I don't think anybody did. You know, I was expecting at least middle of the pack, but not bottom.
Yeah, for sure.
So it's frustrating, Jason. But hey, man, we've been through this before together. We're gonna keep the ride going, aren't we?
Definitely, always.
Always, man. Well, I appreciate the support, and let's just keep the vibes high as much as we can, because that's all we got, right, Jason?
Yep. Let's try and get a win next week. How about that?
Let's do it, man. That's the energy I like from Jason. Shout out to Jason calling on in. Hey, I said it already, but the last time the Jets were 0-4, they got their first win against Dallas in Week 5 at home. Hey, let's see it again. That was the Sam Darnold mono game. Returning from mono, by the way. I miss Sam Darnold. I'm not going to go down that rabbit hole again. Cash the Jet is up next. What's up, man?
What's up, buddy? How you doing, Richie?
I'm all right. How about yourself?
Man, I'm just trying to think each and every day, why do I bring myself to this horror movie every year? Honestly.
Yeah.
I mean, yeah, it's a struggle, dude. Like, I just don't. There are a few things and key points I want to make note. Is that, like, if you notice from the Buffalo game, if you go back and watch the tape on their defense, Buffalo's defense, you can go back and watch the way of their pressure, the way they kept coming after Justin so much, and then the following week, Tampa kind of followed their own sort of scheme that you could say watch film. These defensive coordinators are watching film. But it just doesn't seem like the offensive coordinator is it doesn't seem like he's game planning for that, because it's happened 2 weeks in a row now where we've been just blitz and having to dump the ball out or just run heavy, So, I mean, yeah, that's the plan of the team to do that. But my point is we go back and figure out, okay, what's the issue? Why are we not getting the ball down the field? And obviously, like last night, the only eligible receivers that caught balls were Brees Hall, Mason Taylor, and Garrett. But I mean, how many passes did he throw last night?
27.
Does it say 27 passes? How many passes did Dak Prescott have on Sunday against Green Bay?
Oh, I don't know.
Like
Probably
40?
40
something. Yeah. So I get the scheme of having more of a run style team, but we're not gonna survive. You can't throw it more than 30 times a game and be able to drop back. I mean, yeah, he can run and take off. He had that big long run for a touchdown, but that was 4th and 1, and he honestly even on that play, that pass protection just let him go through. And the amount of penalties, the penalties are killer, dude. The penalties are just the reason why we haven't won a game. And every single game, if you go back and watch the tape, every single game, that's the reason why we have not won a game. It's because of the penalties, nothing else.
Yeah, the penalties and the
penalties. And so I'm just I don't know what to say. I don't know if he's already lost the locker room or these guys are playing for themselves. I don't know. because
Yeah,
all I hear is he
I wish we
continually
knew.
says, "Oh, we're gonna get back to business. We know what we're doing and this and that." It's like, do you? Do you know?
Yeah, you can't really say things like that and then, expect this fan base to not question everything when you say one thing, if you don't see it translate onto the football field. That's reality. So shout out to Catch the Jet for the call. Great call there. And I don't know, man. I'm running out of things to say at this point. It's just so beyond frustrating. Really is. We got Matthew up next. What's up, Matthew?
Richie, I was rooting for y'all. I was rooting for y'all, man. I want y'all to win. You know me, I'm a
Yeah.
Bills fan. I want y'all to win. Unfortunate. I didn't watch the game. I listened to, I was out of practice, but I was listening to your stream towards the end. But, I mean, it sucks because I see the potential of the team. These guys have good players. It's like, things aren't working out. It sucks. I want you guys to win so bad because I wanted to see you happy and TV not happy. Now I, I was
Could
rooting
be
for
the
y'all.
opposite now.
Yes, but I mean the Dolphins are still trash, so
Yeah,
just delaying the inevitable.
that's the truth.
Look,
I mean, we did not come away from that game thinking the Dolphins are good.
if I hate, I'm not a Jets hater. There's only three teams I. Okay, there's like five teams I truly hate as a Bills fan. The Jets aren't one of them. I've always had good interaction with Jets fans. You're always good. You're always level headed. It's just the only teams I truly hate are the Dolphins, Pats on a good day, Cowboys, Chiefs, and Ravens. But I was rooting for you. I wanted y'all to do good, but
Well, I
it's
appreciate that.
unfortunate.
And the goal here with us is for you to start hating us one day because that means we become a thorn in your side. And you
Yes.
got to get through us. But luckily, you don't got to worry about that on your
I
end. But
think
we're going
y'all
to get
get
there one
second.
day.
I think y'all get second, but
No, it's not looking good so far. So shout out to Matthew. And, we're not a threat. So it's like easy for Bills fans to root for the Jets because they know we're not a threat. And I get it. It's nice. And I respect the Bills. I respect the Bills fans. I love Bills fans, man. They show so much support to my channel, and I much appreciate them, man. And they show hate too. Let's not forget the hate side of it. But yeah, I appreciate Matthew. I appreciate all the callers. But what a depressing show this was. An embarrassing episode of the Jets Media Podcast. But yeah, I'm gonna wrap it up here, folks. It's been live for an hour and a half. Jets therapy session is gonna wrap up here. I guess I should start calling this a Jets therapy session because that's basically what it is. Lascelles comes in with the final super chat. I'm always going to be a Jets fan. That's never going to change. Jets till I die, man. That's real right there. That's some real stuff right there from Lascelles. Shout out to Lascelles. Shout out to Lascelles, man. Appreciate you. Appreciate the $5 super chat. Much love to Lascelles. Can't give up. I mean, I'm never going to give up. I'm going to keep going, man. Yes, 4th and Forever is live at 1 o'clock, so I got to get ready for that. So if you guys want to come over, that's going to be my first time I have to deal with TD Finns talk after this loss. So wish me luck on 4th and Forever today at 1 o'clock. I'll see you guys over there. I got to go schedule the show, actually. But yeah, love you guys. I'll see you later today. And a quick update personally, in case you guys forgot, and if anybody even cares, I'm traveling to LA tomorrow because we're doing a Roundtable Sports event on Thursday Night Football this week for the NFC West Roundtable. As you guys know, the Roundtable has expanded to all divisions, not just the AFC East. And we're doing our first event for Roundtable Sports outside of the AFC East. It's our first event. It's a big deal for the network, big deal for Roundtable Sports, and I'm going to be there. So wish me luck and support the NFC West Roundtable while I'm over there. I'm going to be at the game Thursday night. So while you guys are watching Thursday Night Football in LA at SoFi Stadium, that's where I'm going to be. Wish me luck. I'm traveling there tomorrow, and then I'm traveling home Friday. It's going to be a long week of travel for me, and I'll be back in time for Sunday's game against the Cowboys. So if there's not a lot of content this week on this channel, just know that's the reason for it, no other reason. But I'm going to try to do the shows while I'm over there as well. Definitely going to try to be doing shows while I'm over there as much as I can, but I'm already tired. It's going to be a crazy week for me, but wish me luck, folks. Love you guys. I'm out of here. Peace out.